If you want, we can hold those for you.
This is Rad Chaser. I'm gonna turn all this change into video games. Let's take a look. All right, so we got $79 worth of change, and we're gonna see what we can turn it into. Friends, hey, hi, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the show. What's been going on? This is Rad Chaser. I've got my beautiful sidekick, ROCKSTARKRISTIN here.
I'm an elf.
She's an elf. Today we're going to go to Gamers Inc. It's on the other side of town here in beautiful Orlando. They have a sale going on today. They have 30% off the entire store.
Every Christmas.
Every Christmas Eve, no exclusions. So anything we want in there, 30% off.
Even the employees.
What we're gonna do is, I took that roll of coins I showed you earlier, and we're gonna turn that into video games. We're gonna see what kind of discounts we can get, and we're gonna see what kind of finds we can find. Gamers Inc. is a retro video game store at heart. They've got lots of cool stuff in there. Old stuff, new stuff, red stuff.
Blue stuff.
I don't really have anything in mind. I'm thinking NES, I'm thinking anything cool. They also have a lot of Japanese stuff in there, import stuff. Been saying stuff a lot. ROCKSTARKRISTIN, anything on your list, on your naughty list?
Cool spot.
Cool spot?
Spot.
You want some more cool spot gear?
We have the NES one, yeah. We can SEGA. Genesis.
We need the Genesis version.
Maybe a Switch game, because I have yet to get to play anything on the Switch.
So we got the Switch, what, last Christmas?
I bought the Switch last Christmas.
Ready to do this?
I'm ready. We're gonna go get in line and wait to get into the store so that we can see what's there and get what we want to get.
Let's check it out. Working?
We were last time you were stuff.
Right. I think I know you're talking about. So the doors open at 12. We got there right before 12. There was a big line, but it wasn't a huge line, if that makes sense. So the wait wasn't too bad. They did not let everybody in all at once, so it sort of had that sort of... One of the guys kept coming out and like letting X amount of people in, so it was kind of like a bouncer at a club vibe. He was like, all right, 2 more, 2. Okay, you, wait, stop.
It was like Black Friday vibes. We were all trying to get Tickle Me Elmo.
Kids, remember that one?
Watch out, there's something funny going on. It's new Tickle Me Elmo. Your child tickles Elmo and he talks.
That tickles.
And laughs. Tickle him again and hold on, because his whole body shakes with laughter.
Yo, look at that pink PS2.
I was like, I think she'd like it. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
I guess Mickey ears. Oh, it's perfect. Tickle Me Elmo, that was old. That's like 92.
I remember it.
Tickle Me Elmo was a toy that back in like the early 90s, you couldn't get it anywhere for Christmas, and people were pretty upset about it. Now, if you were born after that, you guys were probably born in like 2000 watching these videos. I don't know, 2000s babies?
Yeah, you're just making videos for people who aren't even anywhere close to the same age as you. You think that those are the only people who are on YouTube?
Well, as a 90s baby myself.
Right.
No, we take all ages here, so anyway. What's this?
What ugly Martians? But ugly Martians.
What else we got in there? Anything interesting?
Like Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events. It's more like
I feel like sometimes you could find something in here, but I don't know.
a real person.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for sure, man. I haven't gotten anything yet.
I was looking at this.
Oh, actually. It's a new game.
PS3 controller. PS3 remote. Yeah. You know, I was kind of flying blind when I went in there because I was like, well, I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted when I went in there. I'm sort of like, most times I'm just like, well, whatever strikes my fancy, that's what I'm gonna get. This is what my brother, who calls himself the son of Rad Chaser for some reason, he and I call it undirected stuff lust. So if you don't know what you're gonna go for, it could bite you. Balls. True balls.
I have a little piece of
My question is, do you have an OG Sapphires? How much this reproduction on it?
If I did, he would be here. Unfortunately, I don't have. I just have fire red, leaf green, and emeralds.
Blue?
Yeah.
Have an idea of what you want when you go in.
Hakuna Matata.
What I like to do is, of course, my default is NES games because I'm trying to go for a full set. Final Fantasy, of course, Dragon Quest. So anything like that, I can always default to those.
Except it all goes out the window because of undirected stuff lust.
Now,
And then you leave with none of those things.
Dinosaur's Tail. You play this one?
I don't know. I can't remember. Based on the movie.
Based on the movie. You played this one?
It's kind of weird.
Let the toy wars begin. Echo. What do you got? Oh, this is gold Pokemon money?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting stuff. Let's see what you want to see. Eat you with a heart. Interesting.
Perfect. Thank you. Absolutely. Happy holidays. You too, dude.
Oh man.
I really wish I could.
I need to get more NES games. Dude. I only have like
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna give you one. I was trying to tell I had the glacier one.
I had the original also, I didn't know like Windows.
That's the only one I got.
I'm pretty sure those
That's how I found out about
During the holidays, yes. But normally I have them.
What are you talking about?
Well, these pedestrians are taking much too long to cross the street, and I'm mildly inconvenienced.
She's doing me right now. So we got a lot of cool things in this bag. Look at this. What? We went in there, we walked the entire place. It was full of people, interesting smells in there, a little warm in there, but oh, we found some fun things. Video games, what did I get?
Well, you can't tell.
I got all video games.
You don't get to know yet.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep it a secret. So let's get back to the house and see what we can see about this. See you in a minute. We do have a stack here, and it was actually pretty much exactly what I just mentioned. So this is Gyromite. It's a black.
You just lap some Vegemite on there, and it's a great afternoon snack.
Vegemite. This is Vegemite. It's a black box title for the NES. One of the release games. Okay, this came out with the robot set. We actually got a little guy here. This is not part of the pickup video. I've had him. He actually doesn't work, unfortunately. He's a little loose in the
caboose.
So, but he looks good on camera, so he's here. Hey, how's it going?
ロボットとゲームが
ドッキングするとファミリーコンピューターは
ファミリーコンピューターロボットブロックセットジャイロセット
This is a 5-screw version, if anybody's ever heard of that. That just means that, you know, literally 5 screws on the back. And then you can tell by the top here that it's kind of flat instead of tabbed. I actually don't have that game, so I do now. I think I have a big stack of NES games. I think we're up to 75, so that one's going to be 76, so we can just put the number up here. Kung Fu Heroes. Now, I've never played this game before, but it looks pretty cool.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Beep, 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 beep.
Those bros were fast as kung fu bros.
Kung Fu Heroes.
Those heroes were fast as lightning.
So I haven't played this one, but it looks pretty cool. I like the label. Both of the labels on these NES cards were pretty clean, so good on us. I mean, I tried to get, you know, I'm not gonna get, I ain't getting no janky label. I'll tell you that much. I'll pass it right up. I will not hesitate to pass it up. And as well as going for a full NES set, that does include CIB boxes, but it's not limited to it. But if I do see a complete in-box NES game and the price is right, I'll go for it. So this is Where's Waldo. I thought we might have had a loose copy of this, but we don't. We have The Great Waldo Search, I think it's called.
I told you.
She said she told me. I thought we might have had a copy of it, but look at that box art. It's pretty busy, it's pretty wild, but it's pretty sweet. So one more in the bag there. I don't know if I've ever played this game. You ever play this one?
I don't know.
We played the other one.
I don't remember playing the other one either. Ah, some high definition screens it says though.
High definition screens.
Bring you all the detail.
Right, back in 80, this one came out in 1991.
Well, I was 3, so I don't think I was playing that.
Just a little baby. All right, moving on. Next pickup, we got a couple of things for the Sega Dreamcast. If you haven't seen my video where I picked up a Japanese Dreamcast, please check that out.
You can find that here.
Boop, boop. I'll put it in the link in the description too as well. But I don't have tons of Dreamcast titles. That's not entirely true, because along with that Dreamcast, there was about 69 burned DVDs. So in a sense, I do have a bunch of games, but they're all bootlegs. So on to this giant stack of burnt games. I don't really have time to go through all of them, so maybe I'll just hit some highlights here and see if we find anything I can recognize. This looks like something probably everybody had. This is the Sega Dreamcast web browser. Unleash the power of Sega Dreamcast on the internet. Explore the World Wide Web. Send and receive email, whatever that is. Chat with people from across the globe. Okay.
People literally use email every day. It's not
I don't know.
outdated.
I'm just saying, you know, like back in the day, you're like, well, what is email? Electronic mail. I didn't know what it was. There was a point where I didn't know what it was. You were born into an email world?
No. I had my dial-up AOL where it told me that I had mail.
Right, what's the noise? Bling?
No, it says, you have mail.
You've got.
Oh yeah, you've got mail.
You've got mail. Anyway, I'm excited to see this. I think you definitely need an adapter to get online, but I want to test it out and see if you can actually go online with it still. So we'll check it out. Next up, this game called Evolution. It's Evolution something. This is a Japanese copy. I looked it up. I watched a couple videos. It's an RPG for sure. I mean, if you couldn't tell by the cover, you definitely could. Dungeon crawling, you know, battling enemies, leveling up.
I need to know why you can just tell by the cover that it's an RPG. In case you couldn't tell by the cover.
Well, look at that
Clearly.
cover. Look at that cover right there. Oh my goodness. It's got characters on it. You know, it's got.
Ah, yes. Every RPG game. Every RPG The Face of the Planet just has characters on the cover. And no other game that has characters on the cover could ever be anything other than an RPG.
Okay, I don't know. I just got RPG vibes off of it. I couldn't tell you. Something in my heart, something inside me said it was a role-playing game, and online, the internet said I was correct. Another RPG that we a known RPG. This is Final Fantasy X and X-2, the remaster. You know, I've never played Final Fantasy X as much as I've played RPGs in my life. You ever played 10? I haven't changed my shirt. It's just too dang hot. We are in beautiful Central Florida where
we get no seasons, and we get 2 days of winter where it's 50 degrees, and every Floridian is like, oh my god, it's 50 degrees. Let me get out my fluffy coat and my Uggs and wear them like it's actually winter. And then this guy's going around like, oh my god, it's so cold, we need to put the heat on. And I'm like,
we haven't turned the heat on once this winter season.
right, because there is no reason to put the heat on.
I agree. Anyway, Final Fantasy X and X-2 remaster. I've never played part 10.
I haven't played a game. That's a surprise.
I haven't played something. That's weird. I'm down to play it for sure. I got to play through all of them. My brother, who calls himself the son of Rad Chaser for some reason, he's been playing. He's played. I think he's played them all. Maybe no, he hasn't played a few of them, but he started at 1 recently, playing Pixel remasters, and he's been going through it. He's up to 7 right now. Believe it or not, he says Final Fantasy 7 is a little bit long at times. If you could believe that.
Final Fantasy 7? I don't really know anything about it.
It's widely hailed as one of the finest Final Fantasy in the series. So my boy Scott, great friend, reseller. He's sometimes he'll drop off little presents at the door, and he did that earlier just now while we were filming this video, and I wanted to open it up and see what it is. So it may be video game related, it might not be, so I don't know. Let's open it up and see what happens here. The Super Mario Brothers movie on Blu-ray. Oh, Scott, my boy, appreciate you, bud. What? He's just a considerate guy, always just thinking about, his pals. What else you got here? Oh man, look at that. A giant question mark block. Put stuff in. Dude, thanks so much, I appreciate it. And you made it just in time to be at the end of the video, so I guess we'll call this the very last pickup of 2023, courtesy of our boy Scott, the reseller. He's really dealing a lot in Legos lately, so if you want to check him out, I can put some info up on the in the description as well. So, thanks, buddy.
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.